Well, hello there, everybody. It's Wednesday, so happy Wednesday. Um, I actually recorded a video that I'm going to show you here in just a moment. While I was out today, I busted out laughing when I played the video back because I needed to play it back to make sure that you could hear audio and everything, which it's kind of loud. I'll tell you now, the audio is a little loud. I was using my headset thing with the little microphone, and because of where I was at doing the recording, because I was out, I wasn't here at home, there was a lot of traffic and stuff like that, so I needed to, try to cancel out some of that noise by using the noise canceling microphone, but I'm talking kind of loud in it. But that wasn't the funny part. When I played it back, I busted out laughing because my hair was going like all over the place because I'd been riding my bicycle. So, my hair's getting blown. Ever since that girl chopped off my freaking bangs and I, chopped off my hair and made bangs that are way too short, they were just like going ching. So I'm going to show you that clip right now, and hopefully you'll get a kick out of it. But I was showing you something that I thought was pretty interesting to see that they have here, and so I'm hoping you'll like that, and then I'll come back after that. Well, hey there. Okay, y'all, I came out today. I needed to go and pay a bill that I never got this month. My internet bill never showed up, and it's due in a couple of days, so it's like unusual. So I went to the place, and I decided I'd come down here a little ways down the road so I could show you something. It's not as much as what I was hoping for. Usually there's a bunch. It's kind of what they call, it's a spirit house like graveyard. So it's a place where whenever people are replacing their spirit houses, they bring them here and leave them. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's what they do. And anyway, but there's really not any here. They must have cleaned it up. So they're not here. But if you hear horns, it's because whenever people pass by here, they honk their horn for the spirits, I guess, that are around. I'm not exactly sure on that. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm wrong about it. But yeah, that's what they do. If you hear the horns, that's it. So anyway, I'm going to turn this around so I can show you what is here, but it's not much. So hang on just a second. All right, so as you can see, there's all these ceramic tigers and roosters. I know that here roosters are supposed to be good luck. That's why there's so many of them around. I'm going to take you around here. We may hear some more car horns. See, they come and they put these flowers over, and it's like I don't know if it's like a memorial type thing. I'm not exactly sure why they do it. And if I'm yelling in the microphone, I'm sorry, y'all, because I've got this headset thing on. But anyway, this is what they do. They hang these flowers, and they've got all these statues and stuff. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. And in here, people come and they leave offerings and things like that. So there's drinks that they leave. They burn incense. There's a whole thing here, I guess, of empty incense things, and maybe there's some that's actual incense in there too, but people leave things as offerings and stuff here. So I just thought that's really interesting and thought you might like to see it. Hopefully nobody's going to get upset or anything that I'm doing this, but I imagine that I'm not the only one that has ever come to do this. But yeah, so there's all these interesting statues, and this one's kind of scary, actually. But lots and lots of statues, and I'm not sure what this over here is for. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. So I just thought y'all might be interested in seeing it, since it's something different. And if you're watching this and you happen to know more about this, let me know in the comments, because I would be interested to find out if you have any more information on it. But I think a lot of people bring like their maybe they bring their broken statues and leave them here. And then usually there's like tons and tons of the spirit houses that are left here. Woo, loud truck. Yeah, usually all along here, this is usually like all filled. Yeah, there goes the car horns and scooter horns. Usually this is all filled all along here with the broken and old spirit houses, which there is something up here. There is one up here that I'm going to go over and take a look at. But it's been a really long time since I've been down here. And maybe they've just come in and cleaned it up. But you see right here, these are old spirit houses. And they go into there too, it looks like. There's some in there. Not sure how far back that goes. But yeah. So they bring these old spirit houses here and leave them. And people honk their horns when they go by. And and I'm not exactly sure of the significance of some of it. But yeah, it used to be, there used to be like all along here, there used to be spirit houses. And even on this side of the road, I mean, both sides would just be covered in these things. So I find that quite fascinating. It would be nice to know a little more about it and why they do it, but anyway, I'm going to turn this back around again, so hold on just a second. Okay. So anyway, I hope you found that interesting. I guess because I've come this far now, if I keep going down this road a little bit more, I'll get to A1, the mall that's not a mall that I go to once in a while. I haven't been in like a really long time because now that it's so hot, making that trip into town is very uncomfortable. And I had not even planned on coming down here, but since I went to go pay that internet bill, I thought, well, that Spirit House graveyard or whatever you want to call it is right up the road, so let me run over there. And then it ended up being a little bit farther than I thought it was going to be. So, and now I'm not that far from A1, so I think I'm going to go over there and look around and maybe pick up a few things that I need. And I'm sorry for what I look like, y'all, but I'm out here, on my bike as usual. So this is how I look. And I don't care. I mean, I don't ever worry about what I look like when I go out on errands. I will never, ever put on makeup just to go on errands. It will never happen. So anyway, I'm going to get going. And because it's getting later, there's honks again. It's going to get hotter and hotter the later it gets. So I'm going to get out of here. But I hope you enjoyed this. And I may add more to this later. It's loud. I don't know how well you can tell. Hopefully this noise canceling microphone cancels out some of it. I know a lot of people are probably going, what is that woman doing over there? Anyway, I may add more to this in a while. I have no idea. Since I am going into town here to look around some, I might find something to record in there. But anyway, I'll see you in a little while. Bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I find that really interesting. I don't know. I've always thought that was such an interesting place. I wish you could have seen it, though, when they have all those spirit houses out there. The spirit houses are these little houses, like what you saw, towards the end there. that they use here, I think it's to keep spirits from entering your house. I think that it's supposed to be like a place for spirits to reside, like, you know, loved ones that have passed on or something can go there. I'm not exactly sure. I probably should have looked it up, but I've been busy today, so I didn't really have time to really look it up to see exactly what all it's for. But anyway, it's very fascinating. I think it's an interesting little place there. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that. And I wanted to show you a couple of things that I've done today here at the house or here in the yard. So I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can see that. Okay, so one of the things that I did was I turned this around. I actually took this apart and I added on this piece of wood under here for this. This is my makeshift bird feeder that was facing the other way, but my birds, my Nokian birds, never came to eat their food. Not one time have I seen them come to eat this food since I built this shade structure. I think they're too uncertain with this thing up here. So I thought, okay, maybe if I turn it around so that even though the structure is here, it's facing this direction. Because I noticed that the Nokian birds, they came up here, they landed on this, and they were kind of looking over that way before I turned it around. Sorry for all the traffic noise. It's just the way it always is here. So they were like kind of looking over there, but they weren't sure, and they never would go. So I'm hoping, and I may have to move this plant a little bit because it's sort of blocking it some. But I'm hoping with it facing out this way and this being more open, that possibly they'll use it. I hope so anyway. But yeah, I've decided to cut a piece of wood to put under there to kind of brace it some. And, oh goody, the rescue truck's here. So anyway, after I did that, I was sitting there and I thought, well, I really need something over here. So I ended up going back to that plant place where I bought all of these big plants. And the lady was closed, but that guy was there, that man was there that's usually there. So he let me look around, and I ended up buying this, which is similar to my plants over on the wall over there. I think that looks really good like that. Because, I mean, you know, the bird feeder was facing this way before, so, you know, that was kind of the thing right there. But then it just looked all weird after that, and I'm probably going to fix this up some, but this was what I had done earlier just to try to make sure that the pole stays up. But I think that looks so pretty with this new plant hanging there. It just added a really nice touch, I think, to it. And while I was out, I bought me some bigger pots for a couple of these plants over here, because it just seemed like the pots that these were in, they were in little teeny tiny pots like this, and they were getting bigger, these plants. So I just decided, you know what, I'm going to see about getting me some bigger pots. So I'm hoping they'll do all right. So I repotted them into these little pots here, and I'm hoping that they'll do all right. So we'll see, I guess, but luckily my other plants seem to be doing all right. I'm very happy about it, considering that I've never had a green thumb, and this is the first time in my life that I think I've had this many plants at once, because I'm really trying my best to take care of them, and hopefully they'll do well. Look at this over here. Got like new growth coming out. Sorry, it's probably trying to focus because it's starting to get dark. But I wanted to show you that before it did get dark. I just think that's really pretty. I like that. I think that's a nice I like the little oranges on there. That's so neat. I love it. This actually comes down pretty far. Well, of course, now that's going to turn around. Hopefully it stays that way. The prettier side, but it's probably going to switch around as the wind blows anyway. So that's what I did today, y'all. But I felt better. I'll turn this around again and I'll tell y'all about my day. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not going to talk long. The sun's getting ready to go down. I need to get in the house and clean up. I haven't done anything in there. I have just not done a thing except for cooking earlier. But yeah, today I decided after 2 days of being at home and being depressed and down that today I was going to get out. So, whew, Lord, I got out early and it didn't matter. It was hot as blazes, and like I was saying in that video, you know, I hadn't planned on going into the far end of town. I really didn't. I mean, I was prepared to, because I thought in my mind, I have a feeling I'm probably going to want to once I get down to where the internet bill place is. I thought, you know, that's going to be so close to where I normally would go into the far end of town. So I thought, yeah, I'm probably going to end up going. So I took me a big jug of water with me and stuff. And I mean, it was rough, but I enjoyed it because I just took my time. You know, I just went and I just went to wherever I felt like going, looking around, and, you know, picked up a few things that I needed, you know, some cat food and things like that. And actually, I went by this one little small kind of plant store that's down in that end of town, and they had some of these little things like this, and they had this one, it was an elephant similar to this one, but instead of the nose, instead of the trunk, I should say, going flat like this does, it actually came out, and it had the cutest little face, and they had two of them. One was like a blue color, and the other one was kind of like a turquoisey kind of a color or something. And I really liked them, and I wanted to get one of them so bad. And I was walking around looking at the stuff there and everything, but I never saw anybody. I mean, the place looked like it was open, but I never saw anybody that worked there or anything. I looked around back and, you know, looked all around, didn't see anybody. So eventually I was just like, okay, it's just really hot out here and I need to get going. Got other stuff I want to do. And so I didn't end up getting it, but I was thinking about it. I wanted it. But, you know, then when I was sitting here thinking about putting something over here, you know, on that other side of that bird feeder thing, I was just thinking, well, I could always ride up the road here to the plant store that's close to here. And I thought, even if she's closed, I can kind of look around and whatever and, you know, see what's over there, because I love to do that. But I was, you know, glad that man was there, and he was like, yeah, okay. So I think, you know, he doesn't mind if I'm coming over there wanting to look at plants, because he knows I'm probably going to buy something. And, you know, I don't know what he does with the money. He may just, you know, use it himself. He may pocket it. Who knows? But I pay for it, you know. I asked him how much it is. He said this was, you know, that plant over there. He said it was 100 baht, which is about right, because I paid 80 baht for these. I think I paid 80 baht for that. Anyway, these are roughly like 80 baht things. But this one is much fuller. I mean, that plant is a lot bigger and stuff. So there's a gecko. It just ran down the wall. This is a much fuller plant and everything, so I figure it's worth it to me. It's close to home, and, you know, I really wanted to put something up over here, so I'm glad I got it. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to quit rambling because I've already gone on for a while. I don't even know how long, because I've got all these different clips that I'm putting in here. So anyway, thank y'all for being here, for listening to me, and sorry that yesterday was, you know, I just basically came on and said hello, and that was it. I just had a couple of down days, and I just kind of needed a little time yesterday. I just didn't have anything good to say, so I figured let's just say hi and that's it, and, you know, we'll put up something else tomorrow. But I did feel much better today going out and doing this stuff. So anyhow, I hope y'all are having a great Wednesday or whatever day it is for you. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. So have a good one, everybody, and I will see you later.